So I got a good deal on this like hydraulic engine crane, engine hoist type thing. It was near me, like an hour away, and they were asking like $100 for it. And it's towable, which is great because it makes it real easy to move around. Real hardy, really tough, built out of I-beams, small I-beams. Only thing it needed was the cylinder replaced. You know, they sit outside in the heat long enough, the seals go bad and it leaks all the fluid and everything. But other than that, it's not bad at all. I really bought it because I was moving this big air compressor and it fell over. I couldn't get it winched back up. It's real top heavy. It's got a 4-cylinder Wisconsin engine on it. Big old pump, big water separator. Makes it real top heavy, so it fell over. It's kind of hard to get up without a crane, so that's why I bought that. And I just got the new pump for it. Went to Harbor Freight, picked up the it's basically the same one but in black. It's like a 8-ton hydraulic ram. Here it is. Not bad. So we got to get that put on, but what I'm noticing is this bottom doesn't have any holes for screws, and the other one does. So that might be an issue. Let me see. The bottom of this one has at least 2 holes diagonally apart from, yeah, look at that. We got a hole right there and a hole right there. So might have to drill some holes in the base of that other one. I really don't want to swap parts or anything, even though I probably could. Let's figure it out. Let's take that old one off first. And grab some tools. You need at least socket set and some wrenches. So let me grab that. All right. We got some sockets, some wrenches, some impacts. Should be good to go. Well, you know how it goes. The couple things I didn't grab, that's exactly what we're going to need. So I'm going to have to go back. But let's see what we got for now. We got to get that big boy off. And these off. They look like maybe 13s. Let's see. Wrong. Let's try 15. Nope. Let's try 14. Let's just step it up. So don't get too far ahead of ourselves. Oh, and she's 14 on both ends. Okay, cool. Let's put that on the impact. See what happens. Let me get my stand, the tripod. All right. Got our 13. Got to put the battery in the impact. And we're ready to go. That's what we got. Let's see what happens. That top one's probably going to spin. What? Came right off. Look at that. Easy peasy. That just tells me that we're going to have a hard time with something else. I always question when things are too easy. I know something's going to be messed up. See how easy this one. Oh, we can't get to that one right away. Might need a swivel. We'll get it from the top. Let's see. get a 14 wrench on the bottom. Watch this one not be 14. Good enough. Ooh, came right off. We're good. 2 for 2. So far, so good. Now we gotta get that big one off. That's what we're looking at. 7/8 inch socket fit. Got the adapter on there. Woo. Right off. That's crazy that everything's just coming off so easily. This thing is about to fall. Woo. Golly. And fall she did. She's down there. So, and we just got to figure out how we going to, what we're going to do with this plate here to mount the new one. No idea. Come on, camera. Yeah. Maybe I have to weld, just weld a stop, like a stop bar, a little wall right here, so the other one doesn't slip forward, but not necessarily bolt it down. I think that might be what we'll do. So we got it fixed in there. Not bad. But like I said, this is the issue. It's not even enough metal there really to drill a hole and rely on it on either of these corners, really, unless you put in a small bolt. But we're working with 8 tons worth of pressure. You really don't want a small bolt. So I think I'm gonna just weld this whole thing into place here, actually. But that looks like cast. That might not work too well. So yeah, I'll go with my original plan, and we'll just weld a piece of steel along this so this doesn't slip forward, and that should hold it. We're not picking up anything crazy. That thing can't weigh more than like 600 pounds or something, and this thing is 8 tons, so I'm probably, yeah, it's probably 1,000 pounds, but this is 8 tons, so we should be good, I think. Let me remove this T-post and see what happens. Woo! She's holding. Let me pump it a few times. I just want to see it operate, even though it's not ready. Put you back here so you can see the whole picture. That's pretty far. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, we're back. It's the next day, and I think we're ready to weld some stop bars on this thing so that it doesn't slide forward. I went and got this, it's like 1/2 inch bar stock, solid. What I'm thinking is put a piece across here and a piece there, and a piece on each side, basically weld on like a U so it doesn't go forward or one way or another. And that should be enough to keep it. I don't anticipate it wanting to move anyway. If it does want to move, it should be wanting to push back that way, if anything. So this is basically for safety, you know, additional safety. You do want something to keep it down, but it probably won't move those ways naturally anyway. So yeah, let's get to it. I need to clean up some of that so we can weld this on, and or maybe not. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I gotta clean some of that up with the grinder, and then we'll get to it. Let me get my tripod. All right, that's cleaned up enough for what I need to do to it, so it doesn't have to be spotless or anything. As long as it can catch a good weld, and it should be able to. Pieces are gonna sit about like that. So yeah, just need to cut some strips. This one will sit about yay. Alright. Let me go ahead and mark this piece to cut it. Probably about there. There we go. That should work. Sun just came out, so hopefully my camera doesn't overheat. It definitely likes to. It needs to stay about right there. Let me go ahead and clamp her down. Okay, that should be good. Now we're ready to weld, so let me get my welder set up.
All right. My welding sucks, but it's good enough for what I need to do. As I was welding, I started seeing stuff crawl around my welding helmet. Saw like 2 or 3 spiders crawling around in there. So I just went ahead and took it off and held it. I leave it out overnight sometimes, and things start living in it. So I just got to be more careful with that. All right, let me measure for the next side. All right, let me show you some of the best welds you've ever seen. Look at that. Like a row of dimes. Look at that. We all welded up. This side, I couldn't do the whole thing because the release screw is there, so just got one little bar there, but we're good everywhere else. And I think that should suffice for what I need it for, so I'm not too picky about it. You know, people complain about stuff like this, but these wrench welds and tools last like 30 years. It might need a repair here and there, but it's good for what I need it to do. And I'm not a welder. I do, however, own a welder, and I make metal stick together from time to time when I need to, so there's that. Okay, I think I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up, and then I'm going to go over there and try to pick up this air compressor real quick and see what happens, so stay tuned. Alright, I got her all hooked up. Gonna drag her over there.
Alright, let's see what we got. I think that'll be good enough. Not exactly sure how I want to hook to this with that. Let me think. I was thinking of coming from this way, but that might be too much weight on it. Maybe coming from that way over there, picking it up, upright. Let's see. Or where I'm standing at right now. Yeah, let's try right here. Alright, we got it hooked up. Let's see how far we can get it up without breaking anything. I don't know what that was. Our welds didn't break. Let me get something to prop this up while we readjust. Alright, let her down a bit. I think what I can do from here is put the UTV on the other side and try to use the winch. So let me do that. Hey, we got it up. Did I catch it? Yeah, I caught it. Cool. We pretty much got it up. I need to pump this up some to get some tension off, but it's pretty much up. What happened with the hoist? The welds held, but the jack kind of jumped the bar, so I'm gonna have to put a taller piece of metal up there going forward, but good overall. At least the welds held up. Let me smack it back in place. Good to go. And she's up. Okay, so yeah, we got it up. Got it detached from the hoist. I still got the cable on the UTV attached to it because I'm going to leave it here overnight and I don't want it to fall back down. I figure out how I'm going to attach something to those skis on the bottom so it doesn't tip over while I'm dragging it. And then see where I want to drag it at. But we got rain coming. It's about to pour down in a few, so I got to leave it here for tonight. But yeah, we got it up. The hoist did his job. I mean, I got to fix this here, but ultimately it worked because we got this up. This thing's been sitting here for like 2 weeks. So I'm glad to get it up right so we can get it out of the driveway. Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.